Roll up to the night, side by side. Big buggies, rock crawlers, feeling alive. Loose rocks ahead, toughest ride. Engines roaring, let's take that dive. Jeeps high, headlights cut through the dark. Metal monsters leaving their mark. Gravel flying, dirt in the air. Feel the challenge if you dare. Let's get crawling, let's get rolling. Engines revving, spirits soaring. Night riding, tough and wild. Feel the thrill like a rock child. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rising, sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near. Steel beasts under the moon's watch. Rough terrain, no time to botch. Headlamps shining, keep us on track. Through the toughest, can't turn back. Let's get crawling, let's get rolling. Engines revving, spirits soaring. Night riding, tough and wild. Feel the thrill like a rock child. Jeeps high, headlights cut through the dark. Metal monsters leaving their mark. Gravel flying, dirt in the air. Feel the challenge if you dare. You dare. Let's get crawling, let's get rolling. Engines revving, spirits soaring. Night riding, tough and wild. Feel the thrill like a rock child. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rise, the sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding like a rock child. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rise, the sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding like a rock child. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rise and sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rise and sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rise and sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rise and sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near. Roll up to the night, side by side. Big buggies, rock crawlers, feeling alive. Loose rocks ahead, toughest ride. Engines roaring, let's take that dive. Jeeps high, headlights cut through the dark. Metal monsters leaving their mark. Gravel flying, dirt in the air. Feel the challenge if you dare. Let's get crawling, let's get rolling. Engines revving, spirits soaring. Night riding, tough and wild. Feel the thrill like a rock child. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rising, sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near. Steel beasts under the moon's watch. Rough terrain, no time to botch. Headlamps shining, keep us on track. Through the toughest, can't turn back. Let's get crawling, let's get rolling. Engines revving, spirits soaring. Night riding, tough and wild.
Minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. Minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, guys, welcome back to another great podcast of the Let's Get Crawling event. Just got a few updates. Want to go over a few administrative things and just kind of give you some reminders about what we have going at the park. Excuse me. Plus, we have some updated information about live entertainment for Friday night and Saturday night. So, hope you get tuned in and sit back and relax. It's going to be a short podcast tonight. Won't last too long. But we do want to go ahead and get some information out there for y'all. And make sure y'all don't have any questions or comments. So go ahead and chime in under the comment section. It doesn't matter if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. Any of those social media feeds will work. If you comment, we'll see it. So we welcome everybody tonight. If you have any questions, comments about the event, how to register, what to do when you show up, anything you're not sure of, this is the time to ask and the place to ask. So Peasley, how are you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
I am good. So you sound a lot better than you have.
Way better. Way better. I've been miserable for weeks. So I took it easy to make sure I had a bit of a voice today as much as possible. It's been a rough one. So hopefully it'll be 100% here in the next week.
Well, you're getting a lot better. I will tell you that much. Excited to have you back. And I know there's a couple nights we missed you, but you're back here and you're sounding better, and we're getting ready for a fun weekend ahead of us, I think.
Yes,
what do you think?
Absolutely.
So first of all, let's go ahead and just kind of give a refresher of what's going on at the park, what we're doing, just kind of a revamp of everything, kind of give them an idea of what they're expecting and how to get signed up and registered for it. So why don't you give us a breakdown of exactly what this event is, what we're doing, and why we're doing it, so on and so forth, what they can expect out of it.
So Let's Get Crawling is a event at Hidden Falls Adventure Park, Marble Falls, Texas. It's going to be a multitude of things, from basic 101 classes to some trail rides for those that are not familiar with the park that may not want to just go out and ride on their own. We have a couple night rides scheduled, which it's always amazing out there. We have our two big events, which we'll touch on more in just a second. We have a treasure hunt going. We have three trails marked off for completion. I'm bringing for another word here, but it's a completion route. We want to get a couple people on trails.
Completions. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
My voice is coming back, but my brain's not still there. I'm a little foggy with the medications. So we're going to get out and get on a couple trails that may not be used a lot, and I think it's a shame because some of those trails are. We saw it when we took a couple of them that were like, wow, that's getting a little overgrown. Why is no one using this trail? It's been cleaned up. We've been running the snot out of those couple of trails. So that'll be fun. The basic park road trails, good for just about anybody that has basic clearance. Most of it's two-wheel drive. I think there might be one or two spots that in just two-wheel drive.
Yeah.
It might be a little sketchy if you just got like street tires, just because it's looser dirt.
Yeah.
But pretty much that's the biggest thing. And then we got our two big events that I'm really excited about.
I'm excited about it too. We haven't had any pre-registers yet, but I think all of our registrations are going to come through the day of, especially once we get out there and set it up and we taunt people into doing it.
Oh, yeah.
I know for sure that Bronkbuster's going to do it. He's already all pumped up for it and ready for it. So
all right, Jeep guys, I need everyone to get signed up right now. A Bronco cannot outdo us. So
that's right. Don't let a Bronco go out
get out here.
Smoke y'all on the toughest crawl. So let's talk about the toughest crawl real quick. So the toughest crawl is on
Loose Rock,
and it's everything but easy.
Yes,
we've discovered that a few times.
The easiest part is falling down. It's definitely not walking it, and it makes it any part easier than driving it. That whole hillside just gives way as you're doing anything.
It does. Yeah.
The name is so appropriate, and I don't know where the rocks keep coming from at the top, because they just like make it all the way to the bottom and they just respawn at the top of the hill somehow.
It lives up to its name for sure.
Yes, it does.
I've twisted my ankles many of times on that hill. But you know, the last time I went up, it was in a Turbo R. I had a winch up at a point, you know, but other than that, it made it all the way to the top. Didn't break anything.
I think that's the big thing about this trail, is that if you take your time, just about anybody can, as long as you got decent ground clearance. I won't say it's an easy trail by any means. I think anyone that has decent clearance and appropriate tires has a shot at finding a line. Now, where we're going to set it up, we're not giving them those easy lines by any means. It's going to be a bit of a challenge for our competition.
It definitely is that. It's going to be carnage. It's going to be rock throwing, tires spinning, throttle, RPMs raging. I mean, it's going to be definitely something to watch.
Very entertaining. That's what it's going to be.
So we're definitely excited about that. And so it's based on a time and point stand. So what we're going to do is we actually have a point bracket that we're going to base our times off of. And there's no set time on it yet because we haven't ran this yet. So we don't really know what the best time yet. But with the maximum points scored allowed is going to be the best time that's ran on it. And then the point bracket will, you know, vary from that point down. And then we talked about penalties for
backing up, winching,
resetting, using spotters, so on and so forth. So definitely a challenge for people that need all that extra resources and help getting those hills.
I'm more excited if a couple people want to try to hit those bonus lines.
Yeah, for sure. And those bonus lines, I mean, they're anything but easy. I mean, those things are like straight up 7-8 foot walls, and they got undercuts, and they're just digging away. Like every time we go out there, it's more erosion, more and more every time we see it.
Every time someone puts a pass on it, it's getting a little worse.
It is. But, you know, I got to tell you, I'm pretty sure that Damn It Derek and Penthouse is getting worse. I mean, that stuff is getting bad.
Oh, yeah. Damn It Derek is going to be entertaining, too.
Damn It Derek is going to be very entertaining. Damn It Derek comes in and play on the King of Wildcat Mountain Challenge. And that one is composed of 3 trails, right? We got Damn It Derek, Penthouse, and Stairway, right?
Yeah.
Wildcat Stairway. So, and they're going to start. So I think we're going to have 2 different lines for the King of Wildcat Mountain Challenge. I think the big buggies, the heavily modified, will do the Damn It Derek line. And then the non-heavily modified, like the just, you know, lifted Jeeps or side-by-sides and all of that, we're going to send them down straight down the Penthouse trail, because I don't think anybody in those classes are going to be making it up Damn It Derek anytime soon.
I know of one side-by-side that could make Damn It Derek if it doesn't get broke when we go mudding this weekend. But for the most part,
but that's a heavily modified.
That is extremely modified.
I follow that heavily modified side of things.
So yes, if you register, we're definitely going to throw you on the hard side. So I did almost make one of the 2 options for Damn It Derek, but I'm running open diffs. Had I been locked in the front, I could have made that first hill. And the second one's not too bad. It's just it's a weird turn there at the top. You get a little off camber on it.
Sure.
The hard side at the bottom, all the way to the right, that one's definitely a big challenge. And we've seen rocks give away, large rocks.
That was a freaking like 300 or 400 pound blind. That thing was rolling all the way down the hill, and there's like no stopping on that thing at all.
So what the line is for the first person that goes up is not going to be the line that the 4th or 5th or 10th person has.
For sure. It's going to definitely change every time somebody goes up both trails, Loose Rock and the Dammick, or even Penthouse, really. So Penthouse, you know, back when I first started going up there, when you get about the halfway point of Penthouse, Actually, I take that back. Let me step back one. When we get to the first main obstacle of Penthouse, which is that big long ledge where it has the tree in the middle.
Oh yeah.
That used to be doable. I mean, it only had a couple foot drop. I mean, it was easy for any Jeep or Bronco. Now it's like a freaking 6 foot undercut. I mean,
I took that line when I was bone stocking a Willys.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be super easy, and then now it's just like, oh my God, what happened here? So I'd be freaking.
The big boys go out there and play, and they change it for us.
They do, absolutely. I'd be ecstatic to see somebody go up that line, but I think still I want the heavily modifieds to start over Damon because they'll skip that area completely once they get to that section of the track, and then they'll just continue up Penthouse, which I think we have a little trick for them at the very top that they'll find out when they get there.
Zach did a favor to us and showed us that you got to be really careful on that one section because it's real easy to spin sideways on that hill in a
things
hurry.
Can get carried really quick, and he's a fully built FJ with what 40-inch
40s
crawlers on
locks.
it.
I mean, that's an incredible buggy.
He almost went falling down a hill. So we saved him and got him back up there. But so 2 main events. We got the toughest crawl event on Loose Rock, which I encourage everybody to come to. Now we're going to remember, yes, we are charging for those registrations, but that money's going to the prize money.
Yes.
That means if 10 people sign up, that's $2,500 minus. So there is a 10% fee we're going to take off the top just to take care of the administrative side of things and pay for the small thing. So you're talking about $250, but $2,250 we're talking about total prize money that somebody that 3 people can take and dominate the toughest crawl. So I'm really excited about who those people would be.
Absolutely.
Then we have the King of Wildcat Mountain Challenge, and same thing. I mean, it's the same registration fee and everything else. I encourage everybody to sign up for it because, again, the top 3s are going to divide that $2,250. Or I'd say that because it's 10 people, but if we have more people, it's going to be more money, right? So if we get 20 people, that's almost $5,000.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money. So
if enough people register, it's worth a little bit of frame damage for me. I'll throw my name back in the hat.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I think the Journal's gonna have to take a look at that. No, but anyways, we definitely encourage get pre-registered because we need to see those numbers so that we don't have to cancel anything. We would hate to cancel an event because nobody attended to it, and that would kind of wreck our event, especially being the 2 main events.
Please get signed up just so we have an idea how many people are coming out and getting set up. It'll lessen the stress of getting registered during the day.
Yep.
So that way when we do the safety inspections and drivers meeting, we don't have a bunch of people showing up last second and overburdening those couple spots.
Absolutely. And that's a good point too. You brought up the safety inspections. We're still working on the rule books, trying to get it all tidied away. But I think, originally we were going a little bit more on the stricter side of things, but we realized a lot of people are going to be coming out in their homemade buggies and stuff like that. We're not really a race circuit or race series or anything like that yet. So I think we're going more on the lenient side and trying to make it easier for people so that everybody can, have some part of it.
Yeah, we wanted everyone to be safe, and we were taking it maybe a little too far, and we realized that this is something that we do on a regular basis. So why are we overburdening what stock vehicles do?
Absolutely.
So we had to rethink our alignment of how to make sure everything's safe. Now the big thing is let's make sure we have safe roll cages, seat belts that will work and new. We don't want someone to things like that are, originally we wanted harnesses because, people are going to be racing. They're going to be sending it really hard. Is it better for them to just be safe with, general standards, not thinking of super race, if someone shows up and they have $100,000 buggy, we know it's going to be built right and they're going to be crazy anyways. So
absolutely. So
safe but fun.
Go ahead and let's fill the folks in on what activities they're going to expect. I'm going to go ahead and let you take that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and hook up the Ethernet cord. It looks like we're skipping quite a bit. We're getting some internet lag, so I'm going to get that connected while you go ahead and try to fill them in and some information on what to expect the rest of the activities.
Do me a favor and hand me one of our schedules and make sure I can kind of go through everything and not miss. Sorry, we're trying to fight with this cold. It's got me a little foggy. So, guided trail rides on Thursday. We're going to try to have a couple different groups between the beginner, medium, and advanced type groups. That way, anyone that's maybe inexperienced, but they have a really good built buggy, maybe they bought a used Jeep or Bronco or Tundra, anything that's out there, we want them to be able to show up and be comfortable. We don't want to just class someone up based on their vehicle. If you buy something, we do a lot of one-on-ones just through our shop. So if you come out and you have a well-built vehicle, just let us know. I'm new to wheeling. I bought it this way. Show me what I got to do. Put me in a lower class. Or maybe you got something that's pretty stock, but you want to push it. And you got enough driving experience. We can talk about putting you in one of the more advanced groups. Then on Friday, we'll have early drivers meetings. We'll do our time trail competitions. We will have our, bear with me here, night rides on Friday. So same thing, we're going to keep it under level 3. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're going to have it under our level 3 trails. Everything will end up back at Area B at the end of the night, but we'll get a good run up to the top of the mountain so we can overlook all the park and all the surrounding areas, which is a gorgeous view up there. I don't know how many times we've been out on a trail where I were like, oh, let's go. And then we get up there and we all just kind of chill out for a little bit. And it's just so peaceful, even though we hear all the buggies flying around the park. Just that scene up there is just a beautiful sight.
Yeah, it is.
And then we'll get into Saturday morning. We're going to hit up our safety meetings again in the morning. The treasure hunt will begin. So one of our gentlemen on the board is working on nailing down the final pieces of the treasure hunt. It's going to be a fun little bit to get to. We want something for the kids to do. So it's, well, mom and dad are out riding the trails. I got 3 girls, and every time we took a road trip somewhere, all of a sudden, the next thing I know, as soon as I started getting technology, it wasn't the same thing that I did when I grew up,
Sure.
So we wanted to give something to kids to do because there's not a lot of reception out there in certain areas when you get down in the valleys or whatever. Give the kids to the outdoors. Give them something to look for. It gives you're out just trail riding. Hey, tell the kids, hey, this is what you got to look for so we can find these. Gives them something to do. It forces me to open my eyes. The last trip out, dude, middle of the day, all of a sudden we're in the middle of the park, and here's this beautiful deer just sitting there. I'm like, that's not something you see every day out here. Normally, once everyone's running, not in the middle of the day. Yeah. So sometimes you just got to slow down and enjoy the day and see what's out there. And there's definitely wildlife in that park.
Absolutely. I do want to remind everybody they can find this tentative schedule that you're actually referring to right now on our website, as you can see on our screen right here. There's a couple spaces you can actually find it under our main homepage, and that's under the event schedule, which is actually a more website developed type of schedule, or you can actually go to the flyers and find the schedule that we're looking at right now. Continue on.
All right. So that's the day of our toughest crawl and the King of Wildcat. So those drivers meetings in the morning, we'll have those and make sure we get that set up. So that King of Wildcat, we're going to be shooting about 11 o'clock. That's going to be a fun little bit. Depending on how many people are signed up, it may be an hour, it might be 2 hours. Now, something to keep in mind if you're out there and you're just riding the trails, because the park is open for regular business through this whole thing.
That's an important part because I keep getting asked that same question.
Yeah.
Is the park being closed down for this?
The park is fully open. We're only going to shut down these trails long enough to get through the couple of racers that we have and then move on. Yeah. So as soon as that event's over, My job is to get all that tape and ribbons and everything pulled back down and out of the way so everyone else can enjoy the park.
Yeah, so mind you, the only trails that will be shut down are going to be the King of Wildcat Challenge Mountain, or excuse me, King of Wildcat Mountain Challenge, which would be the Damn It Derek Penthouse and the stair climb. And then what we'll do is we'll probably have safety coordinated when people are coming over the mountain, so we're not having to close down the plateau at the top for people to still do cross traffic.
Yep.
And when somebody's coming up, we'll shut that down just for long enough to let them get over and up, and then we'll open it back up so people can normally free travel. And then, of course, the loose rock competitions, which once loose rock, I think the toughest crawl is actually after the King of Wildcat Mountain Challenge, so we'll move over there, and we can open up those 3 trails and then do the loose rock challenge and then get that over with, and then we should be out there by probably 6 or 7 o'clock, I would assume. I've had a lot of questions actually about that. People messaging us asking.
Yeah. So Chris and I have been talking with the park a lot about trying to make sure we have the park open to everyone to use. There's other shops doing stuff out there. I think there's a Toyota group that's going out there that weekend, another Bronco group that's going out that weekend. So we love this park, and that's why we've chose this park for this event. We go out there as often as possible. If you ask my wife, probably too often.
Never too often going out for the park. Come on.
So, we want to make sure everyone's enjoying this park. So we're going to work really hard on kind of pre-staging our stuff, but not blocking off any trails until it's time to do the event.
Sure.
So that's really important for everyone to get out there, just enjoy the park as much as possible. We're going to try to make sure you enjoy it.
So let's recap what is happening Friday night and Saturday night.
So Friday night and Saturday night, we're talking about 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. We're going to be down in the park, and we have some music entertainment coming in for us.
We do. We have a couple bands. I think on Friday night we're going to have a band that's going to come play for us. They're actually a new band, but they play a little bit of classic stuff like Beatles, Double Bros, Doors, Van Morrison, all that stuff. So they have like keyboards and saxophone and stuff like that, and they're called Little Ruckus. So I'm excited about seeing them. They don't really have much music out right now that's out to the public, but so we're going to be one of the first groups to actually see some of their live performances. So I'm excited about that. They're a local band out of San Antonio in the local area. So definitely looking for them. And then on Saturday night, we have a group called Envy of Them All. I've heard a lot of good things about these people, this group, and I've listened to their music online, and it sounds awesome. So I'm really excited about seeing them in person. They're from Bastrop. So it's a little group from my hometown. So I'm excited about that, seeing them out there. So definitely something not to miss out Friday night, Saturday night.
So that's going to be right down by the food court, right?
That's going to be over by the food court in the
coming in.
pavilion area. So we'll have them over there, which is the pavilion areas where the general stores, right, in the area B. So they'll be set up in there. As long as nothing changes majorly, that's where they should be. So
go down there, grab some food in the food trucks, and then listen to some music.
Yep.
And get ready for some night trail riding after that.
Yeah, because right at 9 o'clock when the bands end, that's when the night rides begin. So we got is action-packed stuff going on.
I mean, we didn't think about this. We're going to be working a lot during the time that they're jamming out. So, ooh.
Well, the good thing is that hopefully a lot of people will blow through and come help us out during the event, because that's what we need, right? We need more volunteers.
Absolutely.
We need staff to help us out. We need trail guides still. We don't have anybody signed up for the trail guide yet. And we still need safety crews. I mean, I think that's a big thing. It doesn't take any specialties to know this. We'll teach them everything they need to know, what they need to look out for, and how to react to situations that need to happen. So if you know anybody that is interested in helping out with this first-time event, we're going to treat them right. We're going to feed them, take care of them, give them a shirt, and have a good time with the rest of us, right?
And there is a spot on our website to register for volunteer work. So
That's right.
Reach out to us. If you're familiar with the park, sign up for the trail guide. safety team, whatever it may, interest you.
Yeah, for sure. When you go to our website and you click on the when you click on the more button, there's that volunteer and trail guides, the very first link that you hit right there. And all you have to do is go here and figure out what part you want to help out with. Here's the trail guide sign up location. We do ask that you know the part and have some off-road experience, because we definitely we're relying on you to take a group of people out. And the last thing we need to know is you're lost in the woods. So, and the second place to sign up is the safety team volunteer. Nothing special here, just your contact information. And of course, your staffing for the admin side of things to help us with the registration booth and all the other general operations of the event. So definitely good times to help out. And I will tell you this much too, that I haven't released this to the public yet because I keep forgetting to do it. But if you register to be a trail guide, if you register to be a safety team volunteer for one of the events, if you register for the volunteer staffing, your admission is free. So you get in the park for free. And not only that, I'm going to allow you to, pretty much pick and choose of which actual activities you want to help out with. It's not like we're going to say you have to do this and you're stuck with it. So, I think it's a pretty good gig. Get in the park for free, and you get to pretty much do
So it's
whatever you want.
a full day registration or a free day into the park.
Yep.
For registering.
That's right. She's just helping us out. So
Can't beat that with a stick.
I think that's a pretty good deal. So make sure you get registered. Other than that, I think we're still working on trying to get a couple food trailers out there. I've talked to Nick's Not Normal, which is the best barbecue, in my opinion, in this area. He's right down the road. He's planning on being out there. He doesn't have a food truck, but he's going to set up more of like, I say it's catering kind of setup, but it's going to be more or less of a, he's going to have a canopy where he's going to bring a whole bunch of pre-cooked barbecue and all his stuff that he smokes overnight and all that kind of stuff and have it ready for plates. And then I think Preston's still working on trying to get Goofies and some slushy trailer or something like that coming out there. So looking forward to all that as well.
So if you got a food truck, you got a friend with a food truck, whatever, they want to come out and feed a couple trying to feed a couple people out there wheeling all day, then, have them reach out to us.
Yep, absolutely. We can definitely take up registrations for vendors up to the last day. We prefer you get in sooner than later. That way, just so we know that we have you registered and you're coming. Unfortunately, with the sponsorship, we still will take in sponsorships, but we can't. We've already made the order for the T-shirts and stuff like that, so we can't get any more printing on the shirts because it takes 2 or 3 weeks to get that stuff done. We don't want to rush stuff and need to try to get that done, at the last minute. So we went ahead and had to get that done. The wristbands, I think I still have 1 spot left on the wristband sponsorships.
All right.
We can still do some banner sponsorships, but I think I can get banners up to 1 week out from the event. So if you have, and we're also doing the discount for the sponsorships as well. So if you want to do a sponsorship and help this event grow to the next level, make sure you register now because it's 50% off. So you can't miss that deal. So,
Well, something to think about for next year's too.
absolutely.
Right.
And that's one thing I was telling them too, is when they get registered this year, they get some VIP treatment next year. They'll get a discount and they'll get a nice premium spot for all the vendors, because next year it's going to be huge. We've already got like 50 vendors, they'll be there. They just couldn't be there this year.
Our bad thing was that we timed it the weekend of SEMA starting, and we didn't think about that until way later when you started booking your stuff. So next year's going to be a lot better timing, midsummer, so we don't have to worry about kids missing any school, whatever. You can come out for that long weekend. So think about that if you're trying to get signed up, for sponsorships, or you want to come out as a vendor. It plays big into next year's.
Absolutely. Well, I think we've covered everything. Anything else we need to make sure we cover tonight?
I think that's about it. We need to go get your buggy ready.
Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. We've got to get ready for this mudding event this weekend, and not only that, be ready for this rock crawling event because we have so much to do.
This weekend is testing, so make sure your buggy's going to be ready for the big event.
Absolutely right. Guys, we appreciate everybody joining tonight. If you came and watched us, if you didn't watch us live and you're watching this after live, make sure you send us a message. drop a comment. We'll get to you as quick as possible. As soon as you drop a comment in our Facebook, Instagram, or website, or anything like that, it blows up all of our devices and computers. Lets us know that you're sending us a message, and we get back to you as soon as we possibly can. We've been answering questions and comments left and right. We've been getting registration. I think we're over 50 pre-registrations now.
Right.
So we're really excited. We can't wait to see y'all there. Let's get crawling. 2024. We'll see you at Hidden Falls.
Feel the thrill like a rock child. Jeeps high, headlights cut through the dark. Metal monsters leaving their mark. Gravel flying, dirt in the air. Feel the challenge if you dare. You dare. Let's get crawling, let's get rolling. Engines revving, spirits soaring. Night riding tough and wild. Feel the thrill like a rock child. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rise, the sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding like a rock child. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rise, the sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding like a rock child. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rise and sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rise and sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near. Tires grip the rugged road. Pushing hard, don't go slow. Dust clouds rise and sky so clear. Heartbeats pounding, fire near. Tires grip the